Hi, this is Mark with Abenity. In this screencast, we are going to set up a C# project to integrate with the Abenity single sign-on process. So in order to get this to work, there is a couple of pieces of information you need to know and a piece of information you need to send to Abenity. The information that you need to send to Abenity is the public key that is generated as part of a private public key pair. And then you're also going to need to know Abenity's public key. But before we look at that, let's go ahead and start a new project in Visual Studio. We will select a console project. And then the first thing we will do is go to the project menu and go to Manage Nugget Packages. And we will browse for the Abenity Nugget package. And we'll go ahead and install that package. We'll click OK. Okay, and the first thing we'll do now is we'll go ahead and we'll open up the Abenity web page for the Abenity Nugget package, and then we'll head on over to the project site where we can grab a test or sample script. So we'll click on program.cs. We'll view the raw file, select all, copy, and we'll just paste this over the default program in here. Okay, now from here there are a few things we need to fill in. We need to fill in the API credentials. We'll need to fill in the path to our private key. We need to fill in the path to Abenity's public key, which you should receive from Abenity. You may need to ask for it. And then we can go ahead and execute a post to the single sign-on. Now, the next step would be to generate our own public-private key pair. Now, you can do that with the git bash program. You'll want to run SSH keygen. We'll use RSA with 4096 bits. And I'll set the path here. I'll set it for demo 5, we'll say. And we'll go ahead and just hit enter. We won't do a passphrase for this example. And now to see what we just did, I'll open up the command prompt here. And we will just look at what we just created. Here is the public key, which you'll need to send to Abenity for this to work. And here's what your private key looks like. Okay, now we'll head on back to Visual Studio here. Now I have filled this information in, so I'm just going to go ahead and paste over this. So you can see I've added the demo credentials. I've added the path to my private key. This looks a little different to match our live server. And then we'll need to add in the Abenity public key. So to do that, you can go to Project, and we'll do Add New Item. Do text file. and then we will go ahead and open up the public key and copy, paste that in, save that, and then we'll go ahead and rename this to Abenity public.pem. We'll say yes to this. And now, with any luck, when we run this, it will successfully post. You'll notice this line down here I've added to stop the console from disappearing at the end so that we can see the output. And there you have it. We've got a status of OK, and you can see there's a login URL here with a token. You can pass that to a browser and the member will be single signed on. That's just about it. One last thing I want to point out, in the current iteration of this package, the new API instantiation here needs to have a third parameter set to true to communicate with the live production server. Without that, it will talk to our testing sandbox server, so be sure to set that right there. And that just about covers it. Thanks for watching.